What did you say? Who came down?
Yeah, Mike V came down one time to visit the school, and yeah, an incredibly interesting fellow. Really nice guy to speak to, massively knowledgeable. I'd like to say I taught him a few things, but that would be a huge lie in the world. So my name's Dan. I run the Canterbury Skate Project here at the Canterbury Academy down in the southeast. The Canterbury Skate Project is a good way to engage young people here in a mainstream secondary education, and I suppose to try and relive and re-experience and share the experience of skateboarding that I had during my youth growing up. So yeah, just a nice way to engage the next generation of skateboarders in a mainstream education. So incredibly lucky, as a secondary school we have two skatable areas. We've got an indoor ramp, which is a small mini, and then outside just behind me now we've got a small concrete slab where we've used skateboarding to engage students to make some ramps. We've got a couple of transitions, a couple of obstacles in the middle, and try to set it up like a bit like a treat your horse for guys to engage in. So we've got two skatable areas for inside, outside, rainy day, cloudy day, sunny day. So yeah, no excuse not to skate. So really lucky here at the school. They have a number of break opportunities, so a lot of the students will have a break in around about 11 o'clock-ish. They can come in, have a little skate for 20 minutes, providing I'm available and I'm not teaching myself. We have lunchtime facilities, so we have an upper school, lower school lunchtime. Young people can come and have a skate then, and most of the time during the week I'll hang around and the guys can skate after school until 3 o'clock. And we're looking to introduce more skating opportunities through the summer holidays to the school and to the wider community. So at the school, every student has the opportunity to chop and change their pillars, so they might do something more mainstream sport-wise, like football or netball or so on, and then they can choose skateboarding on a different pillar. So they spend a term or two with me. They get to make their own skateboard, so they're learning, I suppose, the DT design, the maths, the science, how to use small tools. They can create their own designs to it, then they get to skate it. But it also gives me an opportunity to deliver the Skateboard GB Cruiser Award to them, where it gives an introduction to skateboarding safely. They then get their own purpose-made skateboard, their own unique design, and the skills to come and use it on the park as well. I've been lucky enough to have been in and out of skateboarding since my mid-early teens, and I think the best way to describe it is a family. I had a big gap in skateboarding through career, through family, and then I went back and skated a local park, a Revolution skate park in the southeast. I didn't know anyone, turned up to a Rad Dad session, and I spent what felt like 2 hours learning just a backside board slide on a big lump of RSJ steel. But when I landed it, the whole park came over and congratulated me. High fives, hugs and whatever. And since that day, I've got those friends at that park that I can go and have a chat with, have a skate with. And I think that for me is the nucleus of skateboarding. It's so different to any mainstream sport, and I mean that respectfully to any mainstream sport, but it's different. It's something that you're part of and it's supportive. And I think if you look at the generations we've got now, the young people with the technology and all the rest of it, you know, going through COVID, I think it's so important that young people, any people, young or old, have that nucleus, and I think skateboarding definitely has that ability. I'm not saying it's a one-stop cure for everything, but I think it's definitely got a lot of the things that can help a community bring it together. I think it's to emphasise how important skateboarding really is. Having these young people come in and experience something completely different, not your football, your netball, your cricket or rounders or whatever, and you'll see all kinds of students coming in with different backgrounds, different abilities, and just to try something completely different. Skateboarding will build resilience, will build friendships. You're introduced into this family once and for all in a sense, and they've really kind of owned that. And you'll see students that participate in no physical activity whatsoever in the school. They might be just sitting on the field having something to eat on their break, and all of a sudden they're coming in here, having a skate, getting a little bit of a workout, meeting new friends, and those friendships will, again, as I said before, is part of that family, and they're taking that on, and that really gives them that, not just the physical support, but obviously the mental and social well-being that skateboarding can provide. There we go. gets a lot of kind of bad press from some of the kids in the school. I put it in, it's not the normal video part that some of the guys might go and watch on YouTube, and I put animal chin on with a dodgy kind of coloured background and boards that look like doors, and these guys look at me, it's just like, I think Sir's lost it, I think he's putting something on, and it's not about that, it's teaching the history as a huge like Rodney Mullen fan as well, of watching the progression of street skateboarding, and they've got to know where it come from, I suppose, as well. And I'm not saying I'm some oracle in skateboarding history, but they've got to know where it's come from so they can see where it's going to go next. And it's important to show them what the likes of Animal Chin has slated when it comes out, but it's still such a pivotal role in skateboarding. So yeah, what an opportunity to show these guys where it all started from.